called the Fireplace. You'll stay with me. A member of the church who previously had been attending services regularly stopped going. And after a few weeks, the pastor decided to visit. It was a chilly evening. The pastor found the man at home alone, sitting before a blazing fire. Guessing the reason for his pastor's visit, the man welcomed him in, led him to a comfortable chair near the fireplace, and they sat down and waited. The pastor made himself at home but said nothing. And in the grave silence, he contemplated the dance of the flames around the burning logs. After some minutes, the pastor took the fire tongs and carefully picked up a brightly burning ember and placed it to one side of the hearth, all alone, and then he sat back down in his chair in silence. Envision that. The host watched all in the quiet contemplation as the one lone ember's flame flickered and diminished, and there was a momentary glow, and then its fire was no more. Soon it was cold and dead. Not a word had been spoken since the initial greeting. The pastor glanced at his watch and realized it was time to leave. He slowly stood up, picked up the cold ember, and placed it back in the middle of the fire. Immediately, it began to glow once more with the light and the warmth of the burning coals around it. As the pastor reached to the door, his host said with a tear running down his cheek, "Thank you so much for that visit and especially that fiery sermon. I'll be back in church next Sunday."